In this lesson for Algebra 2, we're going to review how to find the linear regression equation. The linear regression equation is also called a line of best fit. In order to do that, we're going to start by making a scatter plot and to see whether or not the points actually fall in a pattern of a straight line. So the table shows lengths in centimeters and swimming speeds in centimeters per second of 5 fish. And as we look at the values, our data points for our length, we see that it goes from a low of about 19.2 to a high of 37.8. So on the horizontal axis for the length of the fish, I've set up a truncated scale going from 18 to 38, going by units of 2 centimeters, or a scale of 2. For our swimming speed, we see that we're roughly between 40 and 150. So starting at 40 and going by a scale of 10, going up to 150. And these 5 fish, data on these 5 fish have been plotted, and we see that they do fall into mostly a straight line. To find the line of best fit, we're going to use our TI-84 calculator. And we are going to make sure that we are set up in the right format. We want to actually collect information about the regression line or the correlation coefficient as well. So we're going to go to Mode, and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom of the screen on Mode to Next. And we're going to go to Statistics Diagnostics. Right now it's off. We can see it flashing there. We're going to move to the right, over On, press the Enter key, and now our Statistics Diagnostics are on. So we're going to quit from this screen, so second, quit. Now to enter our data, we're going to go to Stat. So I'm going to press Stat, and I'm going to choose option 1, Edit. I can do that in 2 ways. I can either press the 1 key or the Enter key once the 1 is highlighted. I have information or data in my list right now, and I want to clear that data. So I'm going to use my up arrow key to highlight the top of the list, and I'm going to press 2 keys to delete the information in the list. I'm going to press Clear, followed by Enter. I'm going to do the same thing at list 1. I'm going to press the button Clear, followed by the Enter key. And so our data has been cleared from our screen. Now I'm going to enter the length of each of the fish in my list 1 and the swim speed in list 2. So as we do that, we just enter our data, type it in, and press Enter for each one of our lengths of our fish. So I've gotten 5 data points in here. My next one would be the 6th one. I don't have 6, I only have 5. I'm going to go to the top of list 2 now using the right arrow key, and I'm going to list the corresponding swim speeds. Okay, I've got 5 entries in each column, and so we've got our data pairs all matched up. I do need to have the same number of entries in list 1 as list 2 in order for the regression line to be calculated. So since we finished with our entering, we're going to quit from this screen. So again, quit is the second, followed by the Mode key. So I'm going to quit. Now I want to actually calculate the statistics. So I'm going to go back to the Statistics menu, or the Stat key. This time I want to calculate, so I'm going to move over to the right to highlight the Calculate menu. And as I scroll down here, I'm going to go down to option 4, the linear regression line. Notice that our form is in linear form ax plus b. A would be the slope and b would be the y-intercept. So we're going to choose that by pressing the Enter key. And we have our choices of what lists we have here. Our X list is list 1. I could change it because I do have lists across the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keys. The blue entry is our different lists. So I could change that by going second. It's our blue with, say, list 3. My data is not in list 3 though, so we're going to keep it as list 1. So second, list 1. And we're going to go down to the Calculate menu or the Calculate tab here. It's flashing. We're going to press Enter, and it's going to give us our linear regression equation. So it gives us y equals ax plus b. It tells us what our slope a is. It tells us what our y-intercept is. And it tells us what our correlation coefficient r is. So let's write those down. Our equation in the form of y equals ax plus b is y equals negative 4.74x minus, rounding to 3 places, that would be 22.0. The 9 is going to go up because the 6 makes the 9 go to a 10, so I have a 0 and a negative 22 there. And our correlation coefficient is 0.868. On our correlation coefficient, the closer it is to 1 or negative 1, the better fit. Since we have a positive correlation, that is, as the lengths of the fish get bigger, the swim speeds also increase. This is called a positive correlation. My correlation coefficient is going to be close to positive 1. If we had a negative correlation, our correlation coefficient would be closer to negative 1. So we have a line of best fit. This is the line that fits this data the best for our scatter plot here.